Hey there, my name is Melissa Branham and I'm the mom of the WanderStruck crew. We're a family of 6 that's been homeschooling for over 10 years. We love to share with you tips, tricks, and things to help you in your journey. We also travel around the country and interview homeschoolers that help and share their stories so that you can learn from their experiences. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, click that subscribe button and ring the little bell, and we'll let you know when those videos come up and you won't miss out on a thing. But today, specifically, we're talking about the winter doldrums, that period of time right after the holiday season when it's New Year's and you are starting the second semester. And that can be a time where, as moms or as parents, we really struggle with, because it's hard to get started in that second semester after you've gone through all the excitement and all of the chaos, really, of the holidays. You feel like you need a break. But we have some suggestions of things to do to help you have a great start to your second semester, and things not to do or pitfalls to avoid so that you don't burn yourself out. Okay, back inside where it's warm. All right, let's get started. Let's talk about how to keep us moms and dads from burning out during the post-holiday craziness. So my first tip is try introducing a waterfall schedule. With my kiddos, we don't wake up on Monday one day and start school. What we do is we start off with 2 or 3 subjects for the first couple days. And really, the first couple days is review, but we'll get back to that in a second. So we do maybe 3 subjects the first week, and then the next week we introduce the next 2. Depending on how things go, there have been weeks where I have delayed starting like a full schedule for 2 weeks just because everybody's brain just needed a chance to wake up and get going. But I call it a waterfall schedule just because you're kind of flowing into it and being more organic about starting school, as opposed to that, okay, wake up bright and early and start school first thing in the morning on that Monday. It just doesn't work for us. And I find that when I do that, I start off really strong and I do great in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, sometimes maybe 3 weeks, I burn out. And then I kind of lose momentum and the wind goes out of my sails and it just becomes more of a struggle to just keep going at that point. So think of it more like a marathon than a sprint. So just kind of ease into it as you get started for the semester. But going back to what I was saying about reviewing, we spend the first week on any subject, we spend reviewing. We do a mix of talking about what we learned. I'll flip back while holding any books we've read or any resources we've used, and I'll flip back and ask questions of, do you remember this? Can you tell me about this? Do you remember when we talked about this? And we'll have conversations about it. We'll point back to things in books or reference back into books. And then some things we just have fun with and we just play games because I just want their brains to warm up and have fun getting started and just kind of, I don't know, I think of it like when it's super cold outside and you go out and you start your engine so that it warms up. So when you get in the car, it's ready to go. Well, I think of it the same idea. So some of our favorite games, we are big game players. I'm thinking I need to do a video just on games because we love games. We're not very good at playing games because we're super competitive, but I make my kids play games because we're competitive, because they need to learn to be team players and work as a group. So here's what we got. For history, we have Timeline Challenge. This is a great timeline, especially if you do classical conversations. This is a cool game that talks about all different history events and sequence. You've Been Sentenced for English. Let me see if I can get this on here. There we go. Okay, I will post a link to all the games down below. This is a great English game. 24 for math. Compounded for science. And finally, my favorite game, it's called 10 Days In. They have 10 days in the US, 10 days in Europe, Asia, Africa, and South America. Now, please don't get mad at me. These games are super hard to find. They're actually out of print by the manufacturer. But if you can find them, they are the best geography games. But as a consolation prize, if you can't find those, I do offer you GeoPuzzles. And GeoPuzzles are super fun. All of the pieces, all the countries, all the states are the puzzle pieces. So that's really fun. The kids will put these together while I read to them. Okay, so you have some ideas for some great games to play and to kind of get their brains warmed up, having fun, getting started, starting to think about thinking again. So the next tip I have for you is have fun with elective time. So offer electives in that maybe aren't part of your regular curriculum, but they're still learning in a fun way. We are big fans, and especially me, I am big fans of kits because I don't like to have to go to the store and gather up all the supplies or jump on Amazon and wait for things to come. And part of me is that's just impatient. And part of it is also I like that everything comes in a box and it's all together. I don't have to go to one place to get one thing and one place to another, even around my house. And so it's just, I love box kits. That's just it. And I usually will leave them sealed or I'll open them, peek inside and leave them closed until we're ready to do it. So some of my favorite box kits that I recommend are Baketivity. And this is a cooking box, but it's exclusively baking items. So think like super cute cupcakes, super cute cookies, cinnamon rolls, bread. Radish Kids, it is also a cooking kit, but they do like a themed box every month. So think Mediterranean, summer picnic, Thanksgiving feast, winter holidays, things like that. And there's 3 items to cook in here with each kit. So Radish Kids is super fun. They've actually helped me to become a better cook as well, which is really fun. Eat to explore. If you want to travel the world without leaving the comfort of your own home and eat your way through different countries, this box is awesome. It doesn't come with ingredients like some of the other boxes, but it does come with the spices that you need that are unique to each of the countries, as well as learning materials and all sorts of stuff. And last but not least, our favorite is Universal Yums. And if you follow us on Instagram, you have heard me talk about Universal Yums before because we love them. Actually, if you hop over to our Instagram account right now, we actually are doing a giveaway for a free box of Yums. We are going to send you a free box of Yums so you and your family can try it out because our family loves it so much. We sit down together. It's totally family time when we are reading about the different snacks and the country and eating them together. So I highly recommend it. There is a discount coupon also below if you would like to just try it out without waiting or entering. And you can click that and you can get, I think it's like $10 off a box, which that's awesome. Like I said, we love kits and we love games. So I'm going to do a video on each of those items individually, which when it's done, you can find it right there. But until then, if you'd like to try anything out for yourself, I will link everything down below. And I'd love to know what your favorite box is, or if you do box kits, what you love, and what your favorite game is if you guys play games. I don't have an example to show you, but my last suggestion is Kiwi Company, and they are so incredible. They have gone above and beyond just expanding their line to meet all different learning styles and learning ages and interests and so forth. And again, I will link them below, but they have some super fun boxes, and my kids started receiving those when they were, oh my goodness, kindergarten, and we love them. So that's a great one also. So my last suggestion to do before we get to what not to do, don't forget to think about yourself. I know as caregivers, we often don't think about ourselves and what our needs are, but it is just as overwhelming to us to start the school year off or the new semester off as it is for our kids. It puts more work for us to do, and I feel like I'm still coming off of the holiday hustle and bustle, now turning my thoughts straight around to starting school. So one thing that I do to ease my burden is I do a box kit, and I do a meal box kit, and I don't do it all year long. I only do it at times when I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed or I know I'm going to become very overwhelmed. And so this is one of those times. So we use Sunbasket, and I will link them below with a coupon code. And Sunbasket offers pre-made meals, and they also offer box kits where they ship you all the ingredients. And either one works. Sometimes I'll do a mix of both because my kids don't care if they eat mac and cheese and random stuff for lunch. But I'll be honest, I do. I don't like mac and cheese. I don't like spaghetti, so I don't want to eat that kind of stuff. But my kids don't mind. They love it. They don't mind peanut butter and jelly, so they can have it. But I want something to treat myself. It's a little treat for me, gives me a break so I don't have to worry about preparing something for either dinner or lunch for myself. And it's just takes the burden off me. I just really appreciate it. So that's what I suggest for you. Think about yourself, whether it be a meal kit or maybe you get your groceries delivered. Think about something to ease your burden so that it's not so hard on you and you're not feeling so overwhelmed as well. My advice of what not to do is don't wake up one morning and get started and go 9 to 3 every day or 7 to 3 or whatever it is that you do 5 days a week, nose to the grindstone, and full haul into it. I don't recommend it. I recommend that you kind of ease into it and take your time and getting to build up that nurturing, loving, snuggly relationship that we have with our kids when it comes to education. But most of all, whatever you choose to do, have fun. Don't forget, even though it's winter, you can still travel. You can still have fun and go out and do field trips and go other places. Or if you can't, you can try something like Universal Yums and they'll bring it to your doorstep. No matter what you choose to do, I just hope to lighten your burden and hope that you have a good time doing it. If you found this video helpful or you learned any new tricks to help you along your road of homeschooling, please join us and hit that subscribe button. You can ring the little bell icon next to it and that'll notify you of upcoming videos. And I really appreciate if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Comment below any questions you have, anything I missed, and share this video with someone who could appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. And pitfalls. That sounds boring. Why would you want to follow me? Hey there, my mom. Let's see if we can get this on here. Okay. Why can I not talk right now? What's going on? Help me talk clearly.